Welcome. For those of you on the replay, welcome. Hey, thanks for joining. My name is Maria. I am a photographer in Dallas, Texas, and I've been doing, hey, Dab Studio, I've been doing some scopes. Hey, Mandy. Been doing some scopes, and I wanted to kind of catch up with you guys because I know that, hey, how's it going? I know that, let me get lighting here is, crazy. The scopes I've been doing, I've been watching your, great, I'm glad. I'm working at JCPenney right now, and I go in, and it's terrible Wi-Fi, and the studio, because everything is done with strobes at JCPenney, that I'm not saying everything. When they go on location, of course, they use natural light, but all the studio stuff is done, clearly with strobes, and so they obviously need a controlled environment. So we're down in the basement, and so there's not any really good Wi-Fi there. So I'm trying to do the best I can to show you. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining. I'm a photographer in Dallas, Texas. So I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing as far as, you did not know that that's how they do the lighting. Yeah, and so that's what I want to show you. Hey, Kevin. So JCPenney has recipes that they follow for their web or for their ROP ads and things like that. And I want to take the opportunity to show you their recipe, how they actually light and what they do on a commercial advertising level. Because, clearly I'm a commercial advertising photographer. So, and I know that not very many commercial photographers, Joni freaking Lane, hey, thanks for joining. I know not that many commercial photographers share their information on what they're doing and how they light stuff and things like that. And I want to be free to be able to show that information to y'all. So, hey, thanks for joining again. So all of my scopes that I've been doing are going to my Katch Me account. So I believe it's, and that's, if you look at my subject, that's KATCH, Katch, .me/fotogrldg. So if you see my username, everything, my Instagram is my username, my Twitter is my username, and stuff like that. So if you go to my Katch Me account, you'll be able to see, the lighting configuration. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining. You'll be able to see the lighting configuration and stuff that I do when I'm shooting. And so I'm happy to share lighting schematics and ways I do stuff. Catherine, thanks for joining. Catherine Ann, thanks for joining. So just talking about some of the scopes I've been doing, where to find previous scopes that I've been doing, because I think it's so important as us as photographers or people who want to be professional photographers to have a go-to place that they can find some answers to some questions they may have. And I'm more than happy to share all that stuff with all of y'all. Very important, yes. So it's important to share, absolutely. Hey, you guys, thanks for inviting followers. I really appreciate that, and thanks for the hearts. So you can find my previous scopes on Katch, KATCH.me/photogirl. I've been so sad. I thought you blocked me. No. I only block people who, are saying inappropriate things. So, and this is a learning channel. This is a learning channel. Hey, thanks for, I am Lauren 1. Thanks for joining. This is a learning channel. This is a channel where I want to help people who are interested in photography, who would like to maybe have a career in photography, or the even the professional that may at one point in their career have something that they would like to shoot, or a client calls them up and says, hey, can you shoot blah, 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 I want you guys to be able to, be free to sit, I can show you how I do stuff. I'm free to, you can always DM me on Twitter, and we can always discuss. Southpaw, thanks for joining. So, folks, you are learning, y'all are learning. You took a look at my daughter's photos on Instagram. Yes, of course. Yes, I'm always willing to take a look at photographs. Thank you, Mandy. You're very sweet. Anything, and of course, I'm free to share what I'm doing photographically. So that last scope that I was trying to show you guys today, Pizza Pop Tart. That's a great username. That's pretty fun. Thanks for joining. True story, DG. Oh, you're very sweet. So that scope that I was doing earlier about jewelry, hotspots and things like that, the scrim, everything about it, it's so important that you guys take a look at that. And if you have any questions, please feel free. Now, I am actually going to be shooting for Venahood. So, stove, Venahood on top. I'll be shooting for Venahood Tuesday and Wednesday. And we're talking about big, shiny things. And sometimes not able to necessarily, one Venahood unit is going to be installed in a home. That's pretty difficult to shoot. So I've never tried jewelry, but you make me want to. Totally try that. I mean, it's, when I say it's not hard, I mean, as long as you have a good recipe, understand lighting, it's really not that hard. I'll tell you what the hard part is. It's very tedious. And, the client wants it a certain way, and I'm looking at their go-bys, and I've got to kind of match that. So it's very tedious, and so you're there kind of by yourself working, and then all of a sudden you have a hot spot. Oh, you have to go back in there and touch the set, and so there's things that you have to do to just kind of so you don't go crazy. So you don't go crazy while shooting. And then, of course, while I'm shooting for JCPenney, I'm out there and there's, music going on and there's all kinds of stuff. So it's perfection on demand. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so you don't always, when you go in second shoot, you don't get a chance to pick your environment or your music or any of that stuff. And people all around are talking to you. What are you shooting for Venahood? Is it a catalog? I'll answer that in a second. Oh, my eyes couldn't handle jewelry. Yeah, it's I mean, it's like I said, it's teeny weeny. Sometimes it's little bitty things, like earrings and stuff like that, and rings. Those are difficult. So Mandy, I'm actually shooting their Venahoods. So they actually, Venahood manufactures Venahood. Hey, April, thanks for joining. And I'm going to be on location shooting a top-of-the-line hood that the client needs. Hey, Mary and Dina, cool. That's right, you're getting your hair done. Follow drummer Ape, y'all. She's great. We actually work together on. Am I going to scope it? Yes, I'm going to definitely scope that, because when you walk into, and I'll get back to April here in a second. You bet. I'll get back to you, April. When you walk into a situation where you don't really know what the location looks like, or any of that stuff, I mean, it could be very challenging. You can't move the Venahood because it's installed. So you got to think about where you're going to put your lights and stuff like that to make it look good. So it's going to be really, really challenging. I'm going to tell you that right now. And so it's like, you literally have to, yeah, exactly. You literally have to think on your feet. It's, you know what I'm going to say? Hey, Michelle, thanks for joining. You're so sweet. I'm going to tell you something about wedding photographers. I shot a couple of weddings in my day, and I'm good. I don't want to do that anymore. It's That's really hard. I really respect wedding photographers. They, I could say that they suck as far as it's a long day. You know, it's a really long day. Um, but weddings are very hard. They are very hard. You know what? I'm going to tell you something about the pay. If you if you hate them and limit to 8 a year, there you go, Michelle. You know, think about what you're worth, because after all that's said and done, as far as the wedding's done, I'm telling you, that's all they have. So if don't sell yourself cheap, and I'm going to do a scope specifically on pricing, and so not today because my brain is, you know, you've moved to corporate events. Well, that's good. Yeah. Do you ever use SLR with film? I did back in the day, but everybody wants digital now, and it's for a reason. On a commercial advertising platform, that's what they're looking for, because it's easy, it's quick. Let you know, Michelle, about what? Oh yes, pricing scope. I definitely will. Yes, because I mean everything is so important on pricing, and I ask any questions because I will give you some answers. So I know I was talking about something. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make a schedule so that way you guys will know what's coming up. My son is into it, and I can't help him. I've forgotten everything. That's well, you know, you can always look at my scopes. I love seeing commercial photography. You go, yes, I did go to school, but I'm going to tell you what, the school of assisting another photographer is better than, I'm not saying that, you know, yes, you should go to school. You know why you should go to school? You should go to school to learn about the business part, or just business in general. All right, I got to run. Just popped in. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you coming by. Absolutely. But he took a liking to my old Minolta. That was my first camera. Her scopes are great. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I want to teach. So I know I was saying something. What was I saying? Okay. We're going to do a pricing scope. Absolutely. We talked about weddings. And we talked your worth, your value of who you are and what you can provide. Your worth is so important. If you start low, if you bid yourself low, people are always gonna want to come in at the low price, okay? But we're gonna go over that on the pricing scopes. So today I'll be shooting jewelry again. Tomorrow I will try my best to scope, but I'm having to do it on my data plan. But because I'm in the basement, it's like scoping from 4G. I'm going to tell you something, not good, but I'm going to try it one more time. Shooting again, learned on Matsami cheap can my pop. Oh wow, okay, I've never even heard of that. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, I don't want to forget, Saturday I'm going to be shooting boudoir. I told her that, finding an assistant job. But yes, absolutely. I'd love those cheap plastic cameras. Holy moly, I used to have 3 Holgas. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be shooting boudoir on Saturday. Okay. I definitely want to show you some lighting schematics. I've already talked to the model once. She's a really cool woman, and she'll let me scope some PG-13 stuff like we did last time with Carla. If you didn't see that scope, I'm not sure if I did the Katch, the Katch. Can guys really do? You know what? They can do boudoir. Yes, absolutely. You know, stay tuned. You know, men can do boudoir, but you have to separate the sexiness of a woman to your job at hand. Okay, not everything looks great. Okay, and so women want to look good and they want to look beautiful. And they are beautiful. So I'm going to be working with this woman, and hopefully I can do some scoping. Like I said, PG-13, because big part for me is integrity. Okay, I don't want to compromise anything from anybody, ever. So anytime I show photographs, they are definitely approved. And that is something really important as a photographer, to make sure that you also are the same way. Integrity is a big thing here. And, you know, every time that you meet somebody, absolutely, they can make or break. Every time you meet somebody, whoever you meet, whether you're going to shoot or not, okay, you are building a relationship. You're building a relationship of trust. Okay, thanks for jumping in. You're building a relationship of trust. So remember that. Anybody you meet, and so you get to start at ground zero. So think about that with your clients as well. That's really important, and that's what keeps bringing people back. So that may seem like not such a big secret, but it's a huge secret. Really, it really is. Hey, thanks for sharing on Twitter. I appreciate you. So I'm going to scope down here because I've had a long day and my brain is a little fried from all the jewelry, and I've got a lot to shoot tomorrow. And I haven't even been home yet. I'm at my studio because I had to deliver some files because it's never ending, right? And I'm not complaining. I love it. I love my job, every part of it. So tomorrow, hopefully some scoping for jewelry. Saturday, boudoir. You bet. Absolutely. I'm going to share as much as I can. And then Monday, more jewelry. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be going on location to shoot an installed Ventahood. That's probably going to be a shiny object, and it's not going to be easy. So Saturday is boudoir, okay? And Monday, jewelry. Tuesday, Ventahood. Wednesday, Ventahood. Thursday is going to be post-production, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about post-production, okay? And I can't wait to start talking about billing, because that's a whole nother thing right there. So I hope some of this is valuable. I hope other people are going to catch the scope. Great. You know what? I don't care if there's one person on here that I'm talking to, because if I can help one person, that's all that matters to me, is I'm helping somebody out there. So y'all have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your hearts. I appreciate your time, because time is valuable. Have a great, great day, evening, morning. Y'all have a great one. Take care, everybody. See you next time.